We talked a little bit earlier about the need to edit quickly and how spending a lot of time on just finding the absolute perfect clip isn't always worth the return or the reward or the value it adds to the video. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about how you can edit faster and how going through every single clip in its entirety to find the perfect part isn't really worth it. So here's the video that we have. I have two A-roll sections, and I want to bridge the two A-roll sections with a B-roll section. So here are the two sections. It starts with me playing with Lola on the couch, and it goes into Lola eating her dinner.
Oh boy, yeah.
That's the two of us playing, and that's her eating, and then it goes into a talking part of us talking about our tiny house community. So how am I going to bridge those two things together? So I took a bunch of clips of us preparing Lola's food, and all I'm really going to do is, you'll see how fast this is. I just grab a little section from each clip, and I don't watch the whole thing, but I just go through and I take that part of me cutting, I drop it in, then I come down and I want to get a clip of the flame. So I'm going to grab this part, drop it in. Then I want to get a part of canned salmon. So each one of these are different ingredients. So I'm just going to come through and just grab. You can see how fast it is. When you film only what you need, I know each section is exactly what I need it to be, and then I can tweak it a little bit once it's in the timeline. So I'm grabbing each one of these clips. This is Kaylee dumping the spinach into the pot, so I'm gonna grab that. I filmed each step of us preparing Lola's meal. Here's Lola being super cute on the ground. So I'm gonna grab that, put that in there. Then this is us dumping a nasty thing of salmon in the bowl. Canned salmon, that's going in. Canned beans, putting that in there. Then this is Kaylee mixing everything all together. Put that in there. Dumping the chicken. So it's like a total of probably, 20 clips or so. And the whole thing is you just grab the clip and put it in there. You don't need to watch all 20 seconds. You just grab a part of it. You click around in the clip to quickly see where things are happening. Here I see this is where Kaylee is taking the food and putting it in the bowl, so I'm just gonna grab that. Doesn't need to be perfect right now. So I'm going through, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's Lola, she really wants her food. All right, so now that I have all 20 or so clips in here, I'm just gonna go through this B-roll section. I don't wanna put any music to. I like to mix it up sometimes. Sometimes I like to really use the authentic sounds that are coming from the stove and the flame igniting and the cutting of vegetables and stuff like that. So here's me playing with Lola, and then it goes into the cutting of carrots. So I'm gonna cut this clip down. Right now, if you look up in the top right corner up here, you can see this clip is 2.05 seconds. Sorry, 2.05 seconds. So I'm gonna take it and I'm probably gonna cut it down to maybe let's do 1 second. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we'll do everything at 1 second. So every single clip that I'm gonna edit is gonna be 1 second. So something that I use as a guide, and something you should use as a guide a lot, is the sound, because the sound indicates when things are happening. So if you look down here on this clip, and if you see the peak in the sound where there's noise, that is what I want to use, because that's the flame igniting. So I know I have that flame igniting, and then I'm just going to cut it back until I'm at 1 second. So I'm at 1 second there. Then I'm just going to do this with everything. I'm just going to kind of scrub through it, see when things are happening. This is Kaylee draining a can of beans. I know it doesn't seem that exciting, but when you put it together and it's really fast, and you show the whole process, 1 second is nothing. So again, here's the sound. You can see that's where the fog hits the lens. We kind of want to use that. So I'm just gonna build this 1 second clip around that. There we go. And then I'm just gonna go through real quick and make each one of these clips 1 second long. Okay, so I just finished. I've been talking now on the camera for 7 minutes. So this B-roll section cost 7 minutes and I've been talking to you through it. So a little bit slower. Let me show you kind of what it's like. So here's me playing with Lola and I'll show you the little B-roll sequence that we just edited.
See what happens.
Sit.
You ready?
Lola's been thinking about this food since the moment that we... All right, so now that I watched that back, I probably am gonna shorten all the clips by about half. I think each clip was a little long, but this is kind of how the editing process goes. You have an idea, you're like, I want a bunch of fast clips, about 20 fast clips. You put them in there, and it's a little bit long. When you're doing things like this, like these fast B-roll sequences, you don't need to take all day on it. Just grab the clip, put it in, grab the clip, put it in, edit it all down on how you're thinking about editing it, and it's done. And then move on. Because spending a bunch of time on a B-roll sequence like that, the shots aren't gonna even matter that much because they're so fast anyways. And that kind of is for a lot of things when it comes to editing. There's a decreased return with the more time you spend on making every single thing perfect, especially for travel vlogs. We're not making movies or professional high quality movies. We're not making documentaries. We're just filming our lives. We're just filming our days, and every single shot doesn't need to be perfect.